If you are a financial advisor or life insurance agent and you're thinking about how AI may affect your position in the industry, you're going to want to stick around for this week's episode of the Digital Advisor Weekly.
Welcome to the Digital Advisor Weekly broadcast. Looking to boost your business with the latest trends, innovative tech, and must-have resources? Join us to discover how to successfully scale your practice and automate the process. Here to guide you is your host, the dynamic leader of Advisor Marketing Hub and managing partner at American Financial, Rob Souza.
Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of the Digital Advisor Weekly. My name's Rob Souza, the director at Advisor Marketing Hub. And today we're talking about how AI may or may not affect you in the industry. And so we want to make sure that if you're joining us for this live broadcast, go ahead and engage with us in the chat of whatever platform you're on. Go ahead and put what city, state, province, country that you're coming from, whether you're a VA or financial advisor, life insurance agent. Let us know where you're joining us from. And more importantly, put in your comments, contribution, and any questions that you may have, and we will make sure that we answer each and every one every week. So let's jump right in.
AI. But it's not hardware that has white-collar workers concerned. It's rapidly advancing software, since artificial intelligence is doing a lot more than finishing emails.
Is AI coming for jobs in the financial sector, potentially making traders and portfolio managers obsolete? Yes, is the overwhelming response, according to a Bloomberg survey of professional and retail investors. But more than 2/3 of respondents are confident their own jobs are not at risk anytime soon. While artificial intelligence has been in development for decades, there's now a new wave of interest in the technology, with ChatGPT making headlines. Still, few market watchers have used any kind of AI to help them invest, and the majority isn't even considering it. And just under half say they plan to buy stocks that have exposure to generative AI, which is tech that can create things like art and text from simple prompts. If anything, investors may be waiting for the stock market to fall further. Their average forecast is for the NASDAQ 100 to slump to 12,000 by year-end. As for big tech itself, many of the companies now slashing jobs are also the ones sinking billions of dollars into building their AI capabilities. Look at Microsoft. It announced a $10 billion investment in the developer of ChatGPT just days after laying off 10,000 employees. And Alphabet, which cut 12,000 jobs globally, devoted time on its earnings call to about how it's always been an AI-first company.
So if 2/3 of advisors believe that AI won't replace them, then let's go to an actual advisor, the host of Retirement Rescue, Kurt Arnold, and let's get his perspective on the issue.
Thanks, Rob. Well, I think the one part of AI that I hear a lot of people stressing about is actually one I'm on board for, and that's portfolio construction. I'm not a guy that's ever been like, let me make the best portfolio ever. I'm not going to ever say I'm the best stock picker or anything like that. And I do a lot of my planning too, based on the fact that if we can make an average portfolio work and your plan still works and we have some room for comfort, that works. Then we don't have to have the stress of, was he as good as he actually said he was? Or what if this doesn't happen, then we're now short. So if I can give data to AI and say, I want you to make the best 100-0 or 80-20 or 70-30 or 50-50, whatever portfolio, and then be able to re-review that and make changes, I'm on board for that. Now, the part that I don't think is there, and it's going to be a while, is the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts that you can't replace from a human being. I know that I'm in my mid-40s right now, so I have 40 years of experiences and talents and thoughts and emotions and things that you can't replicate. And I can't prompt enough to be able to have it see information through my filter and my lens of me. So it's never going to be able to replace that. And I think AI right now it's on its infancy stages. So it's only got so much data so far. And I think of it like the 5-year-old kid who's asking questions to his parents and says, tell me about this. And then the parent, gives the answer and he says, but why? And the parent says, whatever. And he says, but why? That's kind of what AI is like right now. It's trying to learn, but it's not there yet because it doesn't have enough experiences and things to really give what we are looking for. And so I think AI will get there, but it's not there right now. So as an advisor, I think we use that as a tool, knowing who we are, how can it complement us? But I don't think right now it's there yet because it's too new yet.
Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate the feedback and your perspective. It's always good to get the perspective of a financial advisor. And before we take a deeper dive into today's topic, I wanted to invite anybody at any time, if you have any questions about how to integrate AI into your business, automate the mundane, repetitive tasks, and take your business to the next level so you can spend more time with your clients and providing them that personalized coaching and support, then I encourage you to go to schedule15minutes.com and you get a free 15-minute consultation with me to help create advanced AI prompts to help automate your business. If you have any doubts about AI being able to replace financial advisors, let's go to industry leader David McKnight from The Power of Zero, best-selling author and documentary filmmaker, and let's get his perspective.
Here's how artificial intelligence is going to change your retirement. It's not. Here's the thing. Even ChatGPT doesn't believe it's going to replace your existing financial advisor. Just ask it. Not only that, but AI will never be able to provide emotional support, customized service, and assistance in making important retirement decisions in the way a living, breathing financial advisor can. At the end of the day, AI is simply a complement to financial advisors, not a replacement for.
Based on David McKnight's advice, let's go ahead and check with ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT if AI thinks it can replace financial advisors.
Will AI ever be able to replace financial advisors?
AI can definitely enhance the work of financial advisors by providing data-driven insights, automating routine tasks, and helping with personalized financial planning. However, the human touch in understanding clients' unique situations, building trust, and offering tailored advice is something AI can't fully replicate. So, while AI will play a bigger role in financial services, it won't replace financial advisors entirely.
Okay, ChatGPT, thank you for the feedback. But if that's the case, then what can we do as financial advisors to leverage AI and remain competitive in the financial industry? Well, let's listen to what Jason Pereira has to say during his latest interview with CNBC.
Well, generative AI has changed the game because now it's taken it from a concept or technology was being coded on to something practical and applicable that people can use and is now being leveraged in everyday planning software. So we've gone from the idea, from the point of this is the potential to the early stage of the potential actually happening. And what we're seeing happen is it's getting deployed upon every level or every possible tool set that the advisor uses, meaning that the time that we take for administrative back office research generation tasks is being truncated dramatically in the next little while. So things that took 10 hours might be down to 20 minutes, freeing up an incredible amount of time for deeper client relationships and additional tasks.
You know, what's amazing to me is just listening to you. We had a half an hour conversation about, 2-3 weeks ago, just to talk about this. And I said, can you show me some examples? You gave me some amazing examples where new AI programs can take a few snippets of my voice,
absolutely,
generate an entire half-hour podcast based on 20 or 30 seconds of me talking into it, and can generate text using ChatGPT and create basically you can create me in a podcast for 30 minutes with me doing no work at all, practically.
Absolutely. And you can do a video podcast, right? So there are audio ones. So you can put your recording into a company called Descript, and then basically put in the text, type it up, copy paste it, and it will produce your voice in any language. You can do the same podcast in 40 languages if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, grammar's going to be different. Or you can take that same text and do something similar, something called HeyGen, which will produce an AI avatar and have you there reading the text. So you can actually create a video of yourself doing this.
Now, Brian, this is wonderful and appalling at the same time. It's wonderful in that you look at this and you say, holy cow, this guy looks like me. I mean, they're essentially using my images just to generate additional images of me. But at the same time, it's pretty appalling. Like, first off, is Bob out of work? Bob's toast, number one. But number two, isn't there a concern about what is real and what is not, and what is value and what is not value at this point? I mean,
100%. And we've been asking for centuries or millennia, how does this technology disrupt me? How does it maybe make me irrelevant? And now we're living in this moment where we're asking these questions. I focus on something called human first advice. My friend Jason focuses on AI. They're actually the two sides of the exact same coin. The challenge for advisors nowadays is, how do I more deeply connect with my clients? Because the machines can do so much of the routinized work, building the portfolios, optimizing for taxes. AI can handle a lot of that nowadays, and we're early days. So the question becomes, or one of the questions that me and my firm are trying to answer is, well, how do we become more human? How do we more deeply connect? Because that's going to be the edge. The irony, Bob, is that the deeper human connection is going to be the edge in the time of generative AI.
You know, this what's so interesting in this conference is it used to be all about advising RIAs on, okay, here's the ETFs you need to own.
Right.
And that's still there, but more important now, I hear, how do you deal with your clients? How do you educate your clients? And some of these RIAs I talk to, they're really frustrated because they have clients saying, okay, why am I not in the Magnificent Seven? Or why am I in the Magnificent Seven? Why should I be in something else? It's sort of like an ADHD client base.
Right.
So how do you educate them to be using behavioral economics, understanding their own behavior, their own biases, to make them better investors in general, and make them the word easier to deal with is not quite what I'm getting at, but you do have a problem managing a base of investors who may or may not understand how the investing business actually works.
That's right. So the advisor then pivots from being a mechanical or technical expert who just knows better to being an actual guide. Hey, we're on this journey together to get wherever you want to go, and I'm going to walk alongside you. And part of that is that deeper connection. And the funny thing is, the cutting edge toolkit nowadays for the advisor is emotional intelligence. How do I more deeply connect? The flip side is that AI is changing and disrupting what I'm doing, and we're building AI technologies into our adaptive learning systems that can help the advisor learn on the spot in real time. These are the conversations that you should be having with your client.
So it all sounds a little bit touchy-feely, but you know, competition for clients are really intense these days, right? And having someone who can understand this or explain this to the client might give you a competitive advantage, I guess.
Well, so, you know, my friend Jason here is the advisor. I just coach and train advisors. But I'll tell you, if your value proposition in 2024 is, I'm going to pick better stocks and build you a better portfolio, you have some bad news coming. That's not really going to be an edge. Like I said, the irony is that deeper connection is going to be your edge in the age of AI.
So let's summarize today's takeaways. Number one, be creative and innovate your business. The more personality that you put into it, your bias, opinions, your values, all of that is something that can't be replicated by AI. A lifetime of experiences, as Kurt mentioned it, plays a role in your recommendations, your ability to listen to others and coach and guide them through the process. People want to feel like they have somebody who's emotionally invested in their journey to financial success. 2, automate everyday tasks in your business so that you spend more personal time with your clients. That cannot be replicated by AI. People more than ever are craving personal relationship. And the more you can use AI for the parts of your business that don't require that, the more time you can spend providing that personal mentorship and coaching. 3, become a mentor and guide. I've already alluded to that, but the number one reason why people want to hire somebody as a mentor or guide is because they're looking for emotional support, somebody to motivate them, inspire them to do something more than they've done before. That's what you can provide. Connect with a group of people, a niche audience that you can relate with and they can relate with you. Learn to like, know, and trust you. And that's how you remain competitive in this industry. And finally, number 4, create a deeper connection with your clients, whether it's through broadcasting, personal meetings, sharing a meal with somebody. No matter what it is, the more you automate the things that don't need to be done by you, you can spend more time with that, building those deeper connections that make people feel like you are their advocate and that you will fight for them, and they trust you that you will follow through and in their best interest and help them achieve the success that they desire. I hope that helps you kind of get your head around this AI debacle that everybody's wrestling with and flip it and turn it into an opportunity. Allow you to do what you do best by allowing AI, remaining competitive and allowing AI through advanced prompting and automation to do its thing so you can focus on the one part of your business that makes you unique and stand out from the crowd. So if you'd like to learn more, once again, how to integrate AI into your business, create advanced prompts or automation, use a virtual assistant to help build that process out, you are welcome to schedule a 15-minute complimentary consultation. Just go to schedule15minutes.com and I'd be happy to help you answer any of your questions and point you in the right direction. Join us next week for the Digital Advisor Week.